Alright, guys.
Who did not vote for Trump? Young man he wants to be. Who did not vote for Trump? Young man he wants to be. Who? I gotta be honest with you. I kind of don't like the way you promote this fight with just constant shots at DC this, DC fan, DC fan. Dad, just come from the media. They asked me. What, 185? So they hit Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait. Nobody expected that. It was shot.
A war with Iran would be a disaster. It's also perfectly within the capability of the Iranians to close the Straits of Hormuz and the gates of the Persian Gulf and drive the cost of oil up over $200 a barrel, which would probably destroy what's left of the global economy and the division of labor and global trade. And all for basically a policy that comes out of Tel Aviv.
So they hit.
कॉर्नर में क्रिकेट के बारे में जीएसपी का ऐसा कहना है कि अगर कॉर्नर रेडी है यहाँ पर उस तरीके की ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए, वो जो हेल वाली ट्रेनिंग होती है जिसमें अपने आप को पूरी तरीके से आपने छोड़ दिया है, अब कॉर्नर एक बार वो बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो गया तो उस लेवल की ट्रेनिंग वो करता है अब या उतना हार्डवर्क पुट इन करता है अब, क्योंकि अब उसके पास ऑलरेडी बहुत पैसे हैं, वो क्वेश्चनेबल होता है। तो जीएसपी का ऐसा कहना है कि अगर कॉर्नर उस लेवल का हार्डवर्क पुट इन करने लग गया है, इवन दो वो 37 38 का एज का हो गया, बट अगर उसने उस लेवल का हार्डवर्क पुट इन करा है इस कैंप में, तो हम सबको बहुत खतरनाक फाइट देखने को मिलेगी।
Oh my God, this is it. I can't go doing this.
I'm only gonna wait 2 days, completely the First Amendment it moves. And so once they make the decision, they were not even saying.
Alright, so let's start. What I am explaining, guys, was about this A2A and okay, so I was talking about, guys, about the A2A and let me share it with you. Just a minute. Alright. Alright. Yeah. So guys, I was talking about the two protocols here. To A2, one is A2A and one is MCP. MCP we already discussed that. Model context protocol, right? We discussed it yesterday. Now today we will discuss combination of these both of the combination, and A2A is agent to agent, right? Okay. So uh, in the last three lectures, what we did, we understood like AI agent that plans and write blog posts, right? An AI agent that plans, right, and write blogs. We understood this thing, and after that we understood like IMCP server that gives that agent live Google Trends data, right? And then we discussed the multi-agent system with planner and writer and validator. Okay. Today we go to the next level. Today we will answer the question that professionals ask, right, when they move from demos to production. So what happens when agents need to talk to other agents, right? What happens when a task takes minutes or hours, not just seconds, right? How do you build a system where agents cooperate, delegate, and wait without breaking? Okay. So the answer to all of those questions is two things. One is A2A, and second is long running okay. So we are going to understand both from the scratch. We will build both from scratch, and by end of this you will be a complete running production pattern system using only free tools. Okay, we will only use free tools in this tutorial. Okay. uh, Let me change this stream URL. And long running agents tutorial with practical code. Okay. Alright, so yeah, now so before we build forward, let me remind you where we are, right? So here our blog writer system from the last lecture. We have this user, right? User says okay, write a blog on AI, write a blog about AI trends. uh, then this goes to the root agent. Alright, root agent, this root name of the root agent is blogger. Okay, what is it does? It calls an MCP server subprocess. Alright, so what it does, trains tool via server.py, right? It will fetch the tools. What are the tools available? Okay, so let's say it returns like, okay, we have this Google Trends live data we have, right? Okay, we have this tool. Then what it does, it calls the planner tool, right? What this planner tool does? This planner tool does it is a robust blog planner. Okay, it's like blog planner plus outline valley data loop, right? Then after that, what it does, it calls the writer tool, right? Robust blog writer here. It's like blog writer plus post validator also. It has this post validator loop. After that, wait. After that is good. We have the final blog post, right? This is what we understood in the last lecture. Like this. So this system works, but notice something. So here everything is happening in the one process, right? And on one machine controlled by only one root agent. So what if the trends tool is hosted on a different server? MCP handles that. Okay, the blog writer is hosted by a completely different company system. Okay, like nothing handles that, right? Here nothing is handling that. The task takes 10 minutes because it's doing deep research. The agent just block and wait. So no, there is no handling of that, right? And let's say you want 100 blog topics processed simultaneously. So this architecture cannot do that simultaneous and all things, right? So for this we need a protocol which is called A2A. A2A protocol, right? What is A2A? So let's go from the problem. What the problem? So agents cannot talk to each other. That was the problem. Agents can't talk to each other, right? So So we talked about MCP earlier, right, in the last session. What MCP solves? MCP only solves how does an agent talk to a tool, right? But think about a software company you have and a project manager who receives client request and coordinates everything, right? So think about a software company. So in this software company you have a manager, right? The manager, what it does, manager will receive the request from the client and he will coordinate everything. Then you have a front end developer, right, who build the user interface. Then you have backend developer, right? So this will the all backend developer will build the all API and databases, right? Then you have a QA engineer, quality assessment, who test everything. All right. You have, so when a PM gets a new feature request, okay, so they do not do all the work themselves. They delegate to specialists, right? So the specialists work independently. They report back when they are done, right? Now imagine each of these people works at a different company, okay? And PM, the product manager, does not have the backend developer's phone number, right? And they do not know what tools the backend developer uses. All they have is an email address to send request to. Alright. So in that case, A2A is that email system for AI agents. A2A is that email system, right, for AI agents. Alright. So it's a standard protocol, okay? So it's like when one agent sends a task to another agent, so it allows, what it allows, the agent can send task to another agent, right, anywhere on the internet. Alright. And so the receiving agent after that will work independently after that, okay? Receiving agent work independently on task. When task is complete, on completion, receiving agent, right, reports back with the result. Alright. Okay. Here there is the main part is so here let me change the color. Here we have no shared memory, right? No shared code, no shared infrastructure, right? And we have no standard message format also. So A2A is an open standard, right, created by Google and now it is adopted broadly, that will define how AI agents communicates with each other over HTTP. A2A define, right? Uh, Let me change this color, yellow. So A2A define how agents talk to each other, right, over HTTP. Alright. Just like MCP is the USB-C for tools, right? A2A is the USB-C for agents. A2A is USB-C for agents. Alright. So let's understand some differences between A2A and MCP first. So what a student does, like people ask often that okay, why we have already MCP, then why we need A2A, right? Aren't the same thing or not? So the factually is A2A is not same as MCP. They solve completely different problems. Let me show you, right? What is MCP? This is MCP. Okay. What is the purpose of this? Purpose of MCP is let the agent call tool communicate with the tool, right? For example, agents call a Python function that fetches weather data and okay. So what it returns? A direct result, the weather data. So the tool will result the direct result, okay. And this is like okay, this is agent called the weather API. This is a tool, right? Weather data. We have it will return. What is the duration of this? Like milliseconds, right? So who is answering? It's a API, like it's a function at the end of the day, right? And in what is A2A? What is the purpose of this? Purpose of A2A is to let agent talk to each other. Okay. So let's say this is agent 1 and it send let's say research task to a research specialist, right? Research specialist agent. Okay. So what it will return after that? It will return the task ID. It will not the results. It will only return the task ID. Result will come later. Okay. Results comes later via polling, okay, or streaming. Okay, there are two ways. Now this duration is, what is the duration for this? Duration can be seconds to hours, right? So who is giving the result? Results are given by another agent, right? With its own memory. Alright. Tools and memory. Alright. Okay, so MCP is like a calculator. You press buttons, you get the number back immediately. Calculator does not think and it's just executes, okay? But in A2A, it's like hiring a contractor. You send them a specification, they go to the work on it, you check back later, right? So what they do, they report you back with the results. And contractor has their own team, their own tools, right? Their own process they have. You only see the specs you sent and result you got back. Okay. All right. Uh, let's say let's come to the A2A protocol, right? A2A protocol, what it is, how it works under the hood, right? So I will show you like how exactly A2A works. So this is a protocol in itself, right? The raw machine mechanics is there. So every A2A interaction has three components. Okay. Every A2A has three components. One is agent card. Okay. So what is agent card? Let me write list components here. First component is agent card. What is agent card? Before any communication, an A2A server publishes what is called an agent card at a fixed URL. Okay. Let me write this down. Before any communication, A2A server publishes what is called agent card. So what is the agent card? Agent card, it will publish it at a fixed URL. For example, let's say this is like HTTPS, right? Your agent.com serve well known agent.json. So this is the agent card. So this is a JSON document that describes the agent. Okay. So JSON doc, it will describe the agent. Alright. How it is look like? This look like this. It will have a name. Okay, like let's say it's a research agent, for example. Then it will have a description. Alright. What we have in the description? Like a description about this agent. Okay. Let's say it's a specialist agent that does deep research on any topic. Okay. A specialist agent that does deep research on any topic, like this. And then you have URL. It's like HTTPS, like this, and research agent .example.com, URL of this agent. Okay. Then it will have also version. What is the version of this? For example, it's at like say this version. Alright. And it also have something like capabilities, right? These capabilities are like in the dictionary form, like okay, it can streaming true, okay, Then we have push notification false. Let's say for example it can have straight transition history. Let's say they are said it is true in this case, right? These are the capabilities of this agent, and what it can do. What are the skills of this agent? Skills are like, okay, so this was the capabilities. Then skills we have, okay, we can have this ID of ID deep research of the skill, right? It can have many skills, CRCH, right? Then it can have a description of this skill. Okay, let's say for example it performs comprehensive research on a topic, right? Using multiple sources. This is the description of this skill. Then for examples it has, okay, research the latest advances in quantum computing. Then we close this, array, we close all of this like this. After that close that, and after this array of skills we close the JSON file. So this is the agent card, right? It will have a name of agent, have a name of it, name, right? Then it has agent has a description like specialist. It will have its URL, version, and capabilities. Then it has a list of skills. What skills? It can do deep research. This is the this is one skill only. Okay, it can have multiple skills. All right, like this. All right. Then agent card is like agent's business card, like, okay, capabilities menu and something like this. So any A2A client reads this before connecting to know what the agent can do. Okay, this publishes the server, A2A agent server, right? Then next thing it has, what is component of this A2A is sending a task. All right, the message send endpoint. Okay, so to give a work to an A2A agent, you post to give work to an A2A agent. Okay, you post to slash message send. Alright, like this. Let me write it to you like this only. Post slash v1 slash message send, like this. Okay, what you do in this, you will have a message like this. Okay, in the message you will have okay, you will have a message ID, right? Like, okay, message ABC 1 2 3, like that. Then you will have a role is the user, and what is the parts like this. Parts are like, okay, you will have this like, okay, you want there is a parts of text like, okay, research the top 5 use cases of AI agents in 2026, like this. Okay, you have these parts, you can have multiple type of parts like that. And right, so after doing these parts you can close this like that, right, this, and after that you will have this uh, configuration on the message, like, okay, configuration is like blocking is false, right, like this, and after all that you end this. So why blocking is false here? This will means start the task, return immediately without waiting for it to finish. Okay, so this is how why blocking is configuration is like, oh, this means like you have to start the task, return immediately without waiting for it to finish. Okay, the response comes back instantly in this case with the task ID like this. Let me show you the response with this case, with this configuration. Response comes back immediately, right, with task ID. Okay, okay, so like this, and you have this okay, this task ID is like, okay, task XYG, then 789, right, it's like status. Status will have state. What is the state? Task state is working right now on the research, right. This is the response. The agent is now working on your task independently, and it's in its own process, right, on its own server. Then third component of A2A is, third component is task states. Okay, the long running task life cycle. Okay, so this is the concept that makes A2A different from everything else we have built. Okay, so how it is work? Okay, let me show you the life cycle first, right. Alright, let's say let me change the page here first. First is task will be created, right. After that, task state will be submitted. Okay, it's like, okay, task received, waiting to start. Alright. After that, it will have a task state as working, right? In this, agent is actively processing, right? Like this, and after that, it's like this can be a task state. After that, after working state can be completed. Okay, task is done, and the results are available, right? Like this. But what if task is not complete? Maybe task is failed, right? Or task state is failed, right? Okay, like something went wrong, right? Or like task state could be cancelled, right? Like you cancelled it, right? This could be also the state. Or you can be like, okay, yellow is like okay. Or you can say like task state could be like this: task state auth required, like agent needs you to provide some credentials, right? Or the it could be like this task state is input required, right? Like agents needs more info from you, right? This could. So these are the task states. This is the third component of the A2A, right? These states are what makes long-running agent possible, right? Task can be working state for seconds, minutes, or even hours. Okay, while agent does its job. Okay, and fourth component is this is not component, but yeah, this is a part of A2A. Fourth is like this. Alright, like this. Polling for results, right? So after giving task to agent and waiting for some time, you check the task status by polling. Okay, you check task status by polling. How can you do that? Get by get. Okay, get v1 task slash, then you have the task id, right? Like this, you pull this like, and you will get the response. And like response, what response would look like? what happened? Alright. What response will be like? Response is like this. It's all in JSON, right? It will have ID like a task XYG 789 like this. It will have status. What is the status of this? Status will have the state like okay, task state is working right now like this. Okay, then it will, let's say, wait. It will wait for 2 seconds now, and after this it will say okay, now after this waiting state is completed, right? And artifact will be there. Artifacts mean results will be there. Okay, like name, like research result, and parts are some text like okay, here are top 5 AI agent use cases, right? Something like that. Alright, so artifact is the result produced by the task and could be text, and it could be file, it could be structured JSON object, or it could be an image, anything, right? Result can be anything. So A2A carries it all. And there is an alternative to this polling. You have the streaming. Instead of polling, you can use server sent events SSE to receive updates as they happen. Let's say like this. You have a fifth number is, let's say you can receive the fifth is streaming. It's an alternative to polling, right guys? So instead of polling, right, what you can do, you can use SSE, which is server sent events. You can receive the updates but as they happen, like this. You have this post method v1 message like stream, right? So you have this data, and you have the status, and inside the status you have this state, right? Like task working, then searching resources, like something like that, completed. This is like watching someone type in real time instead of waiting for some waiting for them to finish, right? And this is all about A2A. We will go for the code also, but this was the A2A, right?
ఎట్లా రన్నింగ్ పోతావురా
Okay, thank you so much guys for watching this, and I will make a next lecture after this. I will talk about this production level. Thank you so much.